Hey everyone! So I got a haircut. I'm not sure how I feel about it, so let me know if you guys like it. I don't know. I really liked my long hair, but maybe you'll like it. I don't know. So it's the first day of 2012. I'm pretty excited about it. It's finally a new year, and we all get to start over and have a better year. So, yay! I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's last night, and I hope you all have a wonderful year this coming year. But today I'm going to be doing a top 11 books of 2011, which kind of fits because it's, 11 books, 2011. Haha, I'm so clever. So let's get into this. Starting off my list at number 11 is Nevermore by Kelly Cray. Yes, a paranormal romance made this list. How awesome is that? Seriously, I was not expecting to actually have one on my list because usually paranormal romance is kind of like the same thing over and over again, and it just keeps on getting rehashed and rehashed and rehashed over and over again. However, with Nevermore, this is so much more of like a breath of fresh air, honestly. I mean, yes, it does have the paranormal aspect to it, but it's not your typical paranormal aspect, if that makes sense. I really love the characters in this book. I loved Isabel, probably like 100 pages into it. I think I actually liked her from the beginning, but she got better later on in the book, which is something that doesn't usually happen in paranormal romance books. Usually they just say the same, and they're Mary Sue's, and they're bitchy and whiny, but this one was actually very, very good. And Varen is so delicious and wonderful. I love him. He was absolutely just so cool and awesome, and definitely check this one out if you haven't already. And there's also a sequel to this coming out soon this year, so yay, I'm freaking excited about that. Number 10 on my list is Dead End by Jason Myers. This book was one of the darkest books I've read this year. It honestly was just so mind-blowingly dark. Jason Myers has a great way of making you feel super uncomfortable, but at the same time you can't stop reading because it's just so intense and thrilling and just mind-blowing and crazy, and you just have to finish it. It's that kind of book. You know it's disgusting and horrible, but you can't stop reading it. It's just a wonderful book. Please check it out if you haven't already. It is so good. Not recommended for younger teens, though. Probably 17 and up for this book, because it is really dark and intense. So keep that in mind. Number 9 on my list is Sing Me to Sleep by Angela Morrison. This is probably my second favorite romance book I've read this year. It was absolutely amazing. It's kind of a retelling of Beauty and the Beast in a way, a modern retelling, but just ever so slightly. Not really exactly a retelling, but it has the same sort of themes to it, which I love. I love the theme of Beauty and the Beast. I think that's just such an amazing, wonderful theme that most people should actually, take into account in their own lives, because we all know that no one in the world is completely beautiful. So, it's about self-esteem and loving yourself and loving people, and it's just so wonderful. Please read it. It is so beautiful and amazing. Number 8 on my list is Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk. And it's upside down. But that's okay because, it's a reversible cover, kind of, because, you put it up like this, and it's upside down, and then it's right side up, and it makes another face, so that's pretty cool. So Invisible Monsters is a complete mind fuck. It is so awesome. I love this book so much. I will say, though, the first, 120 pages or so of the book was really slow and kind of hard to get into, but once you get past them, it's just bam, 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 and it's so hard to put down because of the way Chuck Palahniuk writes, and he's just absolutely brilliant, and he blows my mind. He is so awesome. Amazing satire. Check it out if you haven't already. Adult fiction, though, so keep that in mind. Number 7 on my list is Nicholas Dane by Melvin Burgess. Yet another dark, realistic fiction book that I absolutely loved, and like Dead End, it made me totally uncomfortable, but I still absolutely, fantastically love this book. What can I say? I love dark, realistic fiction. This book is just, oh my god, it's not for younger readers at all. It is so dark, and it makes you feel so uncomfortable, but at the same time, you can't put it down. It is just so good. If you are 17 and up, you are obligated to read this book. It is so, so good. Please, please, please pick it up. Number 6 on my list is The Realm of Possibility by David Levithan. And this is also upside down. Holy crap. But, wow, you can put it upside down because it's a ring, so, you know, crown up, crown down, you know, whatever. So The Realm of Possibility was absolutely wonderful. It was such a beautiful novel. It's a book of short stories. Not short stories, poems, I'm sorry. It has a bunch of poems about kids in high school, and I can really, really relate to some of the poems. If you are a kid in high school, I definitely recommend checking this book out. It will, you know, maybe you'll find a story that will, you know, touch your heart and make you, you know, feel like you're accepted or whatever. And, you know, it's just a wonderful book that I think all teenagers should read at some point. I think it does have some mature content, though, so, you know, maybe mid to older teens, probably. I don't know. It's a wonderful book, though, and David Levithan is an absolute genius. I love his writing style so much. Number 5 on my list is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkin. I did not expect to love this book as much as I did. Honestly, I did not. It looks so girly and so stereotypical and so cliche, and yet it is none of those things. Well, okay, so it's a little bit girly, I guess, so there's that, but it's so beautiful and wonderful, and it makes you feel so warm inside. Seriously, this will brighten your day, and also kind of leave you a little bit, you know, uneasy as well. It's not just a feel-good romance. It has some dark themes in it as well, so I was really, really happy that Stephanie Perkins put that in there. So it's more than just a romance. Just keep that in mind. It is so, so beautiful. Number 4 on my list is With or Without You by Brian Ferry. I'm going to say this right now. Brian Ferry is my number 1 favorite debut author of this year, or this past year. This book is absolutely phenomenal. This is my absolute favorite LGBT literature novel I've ever read. It is so dark and so mind-blowing and just, oh my god. It has so many important issues that are talked about in this book that I think every single person should read. Even homophobes should read this book. Not saying that homophobes will get any better by reading this book, but you know, whatever. They're just homophobes. Who cares about them? Sorry, I guess I'm a little cynical towards homophobes. But this book was absolutely wonderful, and Eric, oh my god, Eric. That's all you have to say about this book. Eric is absolutely fantastic and wonderful, and oh my god, Eric, just, oh my god. So please, check this book out. It has some dark content in it, though, so keep that in mind, but please, please, please read this book if you're able to handle the mature content in this book. It is so, so good. And now for a book that changed my life. Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. Oh, this book. Oh my god. Its subtitle is An Old Man, a Young Man, and Life's Greatest Lesson. And that last part, Life's Greatest Lesson, totally 100% true. Because I think if every single person in the world read this book and used this as sort of their inspiration to change themselves, the world will be a better place. Honestly, this book is so, so, so good. It has a lesson that everybody should learn about and take into account in their own lives, and it makes you want to become a better person, and it is just so, so beautiful, and I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Number 2 on my list is Perfect by Ellen Hopkins. This is my favorite book that came out last year. It barely beats With or Without You, though. I will say it barely beat With or Without You, because I love Ellen Hopkins so much. Ellen can do no wrong. Honestly, she is a wonderful person. I really, really want to meet her again because she is so lovely, and this book is so good, and I love it so much. It is just, oh my god. It's a companion novel to Impulse, if you didn't know, so I would recommend reading Impulse before reading this one, but yeah, please read it after you read Impulse. They both have mature content in it, so, you know, keep that in mind when you read these books, because they're dark and, you know, but very, very, very good. I love it so much. And now, finally, my number 1 book of 2011 was Looking for Alaska by John Green. How many people saw this coming? Honestly, did you see it coming? I want to know, because, seriously. This book, much like Tuesdays with Morrie, really impacted me and just, oh, it's so wonderful. I don't even know what else to say about this book, except that it's wonderful, and I think every single person should read this book because of the message and what it entails, and just, oh, it's so good. I love the characters, I love the writing style, I love the meaning, I love everything about this book. It's so awesome, and I cannot wait to read The Fault in Our Stars, which comes out on January 10th. I'm so excited. So that is my top 11 books of 2011. I'm excited about 2012. Let me know what some of your favorite books are that you read this year in the comments below. I'd love to know because I'm always looking for new books. And I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.